Good evening. I sent some people out the link. Gil, I sent you the link. Skinner, hey Skinner, I can put the link in the chat for a few minutes too. There we go. I just got up, so I'm just like less than a minute in. So you guys are welcome up if you're the usual suspects. Gear, that means you too. If I know you, you're welcome. Hey, Barry, good to see you. Josh, good to see you. Gil, good to see you. Gear, good to see you. Um, been kind of a crazy day. Just a little bit crazy, but good. Um, nothing much happening, but just kind of weird weather. It's a little bit overcast and not really hot, not really cold. Just kind of right. Just right. So, hello there, Barb. Good to see you. You're back. There's a gray man in the house. The chat's above. Hey, Green Granny. Good to see you, Denise. Yeah, we are just here to have fun tonight. So, if anybody wants to come up and have fun,
I was across the street
taking care of business.
putting boys down. They were giving their mom a bad time. And it's amazing how fast they just straighten up when Grandpa walks in.
Mm-hmm.
And the one that doesn't straighten up, it's amazing how he freezes when Grandpa growls.
Oh, Grandpa doesn't growl. See the youngest one?
No, second to oldest.
Oh, second to oldest. Okay.
Yeah, Aiden, ADHD Aiden.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So that I understand that response then. Hey, Grace and Fire, good to see you. Just getting through the commercial. Sorry. That's the only thing. That's the one thing I like about having the ad-free version. You do have to pay for it, but it's kind of worth every penny. And I think that you guys, everybody that has AdSense gets more out of the person that watches your live when they have the paid version. So yeah, because it's like they don't skip it, and so yeah, all that fun stuff. So so how was the rest of your afternoon? Crying time?
Not bad. Got some stuff done. Got some, a couple more pages written on one of my novels.
Oh,
which
cool.
is something we forgot to talk about. I also write novels too.
I have talked to you about that before, though.
Yeah.
Hey, Crime Time and Wine Time.
Let's see who else is in. Who am I missing? Who am I missing out here?
You're
Skinner, Barbs, Storms, Barry.
Storms, yes. Barry, are you going to come up, or is it too stormy? Hey, Kettle Kitchen, good to see you.
And there we go. Now I said hi to everybody there.
Did you catch Kettle Kitchen? He just walked in.
That was the last one I caught in just as they came in.
Good. Oh, boy, has it been a day.
Yeah. And I just stoked up the wood burning stove, got it going again, and so we'll see the last. Tonight's low, 19 degrees.
Oh.
The low after that through next Wednesday is single digit every day.
Yeah.
The high in there, it gets up to a 28. That's the high through next week.
What elevation are you at? Is it warm next week?
No. Well, no. It's bad. It's so bad. It's just a cold. I think we're at 1,500 or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But
we're at 600 at our plot. I thought we were at 400,
Uh,
but that's the depth we need to go to drill for water. So I was telling people, oh yeah, we're at 400. No, we're at 6. So
yeah.
because we're on top of the mountain.
Yeah.
The
Let me look
hill.
at the other one here. The 20-day says, come on, 20 load. So the 20-day says through the 23rd, it gets up to 34 on the 23rd. After next Wednesday, it gets up into the low double digits. But it's, we're looking at 28 being the highest, and that's on Saturday.
Kettle Kitchen.
But it's dry. It's dry.
Yeah, I liked your soup that you made for the soup collab. I'm gonna have to maybe make that for my husband. I think that's a good one for him to have because it's a hearty soup for her. It's more like you could put a little thickener in it, especially the way you made it. I mean, you said that you would add a little less noodles, but if I made it the way you did and just add a little thickener, it would be like a stew almost. So
I made a mistake. We're at 4,600.
4,600.
I'm not sure why I was thinking 1,800. Maybe that's the water depth we got to drill. No.
Just that's a little bit higher. 46, 15.
Yeah.
Give or take.
Yeah. As soon as I said it, I realized, wait a minute. The Snake River has to flow from here down past Chubbuck, Twin Falls, through Boise, back up to the Panhandle, and then out to sea. Yeah. So it's got to drop a bit,
Yeah. I'm glad it was good. That's good. Kettle Kitchen, if you want to come up here, I can drop you the link. We can talk about stuff. You haven't been up here in my live yet. I'm waiting on some other people. Bob, I sent Bob the link, but you know how that goes.
One of these days, I'm going to get Bob to give me his telephone number. And then all I will do is just text him. Check your email.
Hey,
check your email. The link is in the link, Bob.
The link is in the link, Bob. Yeah. Yeah.
Where to begin?
Well, maybe I can email him that. The link is in the link. I put it up there with everybody else's. Courtney's going to try to come up, but she's dealing with some stuff first. Yeah, it's kind of early, and I think that's why Courtney didn't look this spot anymore. Hold on just a second.
Yeah, we're dealing with washing machine weather across the United States today. Take a good look at it here again and see what the it's weird.
Call. What is what?
The Jetstream map is kind of weird.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, we got.
You'll have to show it to us.
Okay, hang on. Let me get it over here on that page. Present, share screen. There we go. Up a little bit. Okay, so where I'm at right here, a little bit farther to the west of us is where the center of this mass is. And you see the arrows all coming down from out of Canada and whipping back around and going back up into Canada.
Okay.
Which means they're turning us into an icebox.
Yeah.
And then you got what's coming on over here in the Pacific. I mean, in the Atlantic over here coming onshore. All the the patterns here going this way and then that way and then that way and circularized.
Yeah. That's where our cool air is probably coming from too. I think it starts tomorrow or something.
This stuff coming across this green down here coming across Baja most of it turns and goes south, but there's about half of it actually turns and starts going up and catches the bottom of Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, up through West Virginia, and comes down through Virginia into Maryland and up and north of there. All that is coming from here. So this may be some warm, moist air coming in and then cooling down and then dropping somewhere along the way here. It's going to start dropping moisture.
Yeah. They say, let me look at my thing right here.
Hey, Stephanie.
Yeah, next Tuesday we're expecting some cool, but
Yeah.
Steph is going to get cold.
Yeah.
Are you ready for that, girl? It's going to get cold.
I'm going to activate the time lapse here on it. So we're starting on today,
Okay.
and this is going to go 10 days,
Hey, Barry.
Hi.
and it goes across. And then, that front joins, and then it pushes up and across. And so it actually drops that stuff down in by Saturday. It's dropping it down into Kentucky, Tennessee, Alabama, Saturday.
So it
Gil.
looks like we're going to warm up a little bit.
Yeah.
Gil, stop cussing on this channel. What's wrong with you?
And it's coming across there, and then we're getting another down push here. A mixture of down pushes here from Canada coming through eastern Washington. That comes going to push on down, come around southern Utah, down to Four Corners there. So, yeah.
Well, then that doesn't go with the timeline that's on my phone.
Well, see, this is the jet stream. Sometimes the jet stream differs than what's going on underneath it.
Oh, okay.
And so it'll drag. And when the jet stream is dragging and changing and doing weird things, the stuff underneath of it is doing something else that causes it to all of a sudden, change.
Yeah.
But that's back to the beginning. The other one to look at here, hang on a second, is the
Because we're looking at Saturday night 29, Sunday night 24, and Monday night 27. So the potatoes will go in the garage those nights.
yeah. So let me move. This is temperatures, and here's your temperature range over on the far right here, showing what stuff is. This is 2 meters above ground, 500 meters up. Okay, some of it's cooling off a bit. Let's take it down to 750 meters up. And then 1,000 meters up. And then 1,500. Not much change there. If I take it to 3,000, big change.
Mm-hmm.
And something circling right over above Steve, Corsair Trainers there in Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
But up here, you got a circle going on up here. That's that's down to the minus 20s.
Yeah.
You can
In
stay
Newfoundland over there on that little island.
Yeah,
Keep
They're
it
going to
up
be
there.
nice and cold.
which is strange. Up here, the coloring looks like it gets up to 0 and 10 degrees.
Mhm.
So, yeah. So I guess that warm air is being carried up around up there and deposited up there. But yeah,
See, I used to live, just north of Toronto. My daughter is living just right beside the Great Lakes on the other side. And she's going to
Toronto
be,
is at 16 degrees right now.
yeah.
Montreal's at 10,
Mm-hmm.
minus 6,
Yep.
minus 7, minus 8, minus 11. LA's at 15 degrees. I'm going to have to.
I can't believe you let Gil talk like that on here.
Yeah.
Gil, watch your mouth. My God, this is a family channel.
15 degrees.
throwing the S word around and degrees and stuff. Oh, I just said it. Gil, it's a bad habit.
All right, fine, Barry. I'll do this. 2 meters above ground. All right, we're at 84 degrees down here on the Texas border with Mexico. Houston
Go over to where I am.
Houston is at 77. Let's see. Mexico City's at 58. 87 down here on the Yucatan Peninsula.
Go to Tennessee.
Yep.
66.
Nice and comfy.
71 as you go a little bit towards the Mississippi. 73 over the Mississippi River.
It's still
That's why it's dry. It's all evaporating.
It feels great outside right now.
It does. It feels nice. Went for a walk today. I'm like, it's not too hot, not too cold, just right, just hanging out, So.
Now, I'm not blaming Eastern Washington for the weather. I'm just saying they're going to be getting a bit from up in
Our ghost is
Canada.
back, guys.
Huh?
Our ghost is back.
What ghost?
That ghost.
That
The
ghost.
one without a picture. Yeah.
Yeah, you're a ghost today.
That
Gotta
is
show
so weird.
You must be
Yeah.
my StreamYard, because it happened to
Happened to me
Bill
today.
today too.
We tried showing our avatars and it wouldn't show our avatars.
Yeah.
No, I talked to a friend earlier today, and she was having the same problem with it.
Oh, okay.
You could hear them, but you know what's what happens when you visit all those cemeteries, Court. You're messing with voodoo, girl.
This is
He's
so
a
weird.
disembodied spirit. That would be the voice of Courtney.
I'm going to drop this off. Oh, there we go. And that way I can say hi to a few more people.
Hello, everybody. Sorry you can't see me, but that's weird.
She's here. Wyatt Family Farm. If you don't know who that voice is,
It's
we
the
need-
Corky.
go subscribe to the voice of Wyatt Family Farm.
I think what we need is pictures of each other for our StreamYards, and then we can bring up another box and just put them there and say, "Well, she's here.
In
Voice.
spirit.
This is what she looks like."
I kind of like that it's just a voice, though. I think it's funny.
It's just weird.
It is weird. It is. Because you don't even have this, little sticker kind of doing the,
I don't have a light up box, nothing.
Well, we'll just say that she's on the phone with us.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's something going on with StreamYard on this. It's
Yeah.
It may just be a glitch from an upgrade they did,
Yeah.
and they're probably going, "Oh crud! What do we do to fix it?"
Yeah. You'd think that they'd have it fixed by now, though. It's been over a week. Since
Yeah.
I've been
Well,
doing
the
it.
thing is, nobody maybe have noticed it yet. For the first couple of days, or if they did, they weren't paying much attention to it. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, da. Like we did the first time Courtney was up there. We didn't, it didn't send up any red flags. Just that, for some reason she's not coming up.
Right. Yeah, it was just like, oh, that's weird. It must be just a glitch or just our
Yeah.
computers or. No,
Okay,
if
well-
we were on Melon, we'd go, oh, it's a Melon thing.
Yeah, I mean, I can totally understand that. Melon has been wacky from the get go.
Yeah.
Now, if Bruce was in here, you would say, "Oh no, it's just an Apple thing."
I'm not on Apple.
But do
So-
you have one? Do you have one at home there?
Yes, I do.
Okay, that's the problem. It infected the other one. That's something Bruce would say, right?
I was on an Apple earlier today, but
That's the problem.
I had the
You know
same
what
problem
they say?
on my Apple as I did on my Dell. So
You know what they say about one rotten apple spoiling the bunch.
yeah,
Okay.
That's what done it.
yup.
Throw it out the window. I bet StreamYard starts working.
Yeah.
I'll see you too, Courtney. No, wait a minute.
Thank you
No.
for coming up, Courtney.
You're welcome.
You got all the names. You're good.
I got all the names. I'm good. Fred went to church tonight, so I had to wait for him to get home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can't hide yourself. Otherwise, it hides yourself.
Is
There
there
you go, Barry. That's the way you do it.
Is there anything else you need to know? Like, I could look at the beginning numbers and the end numbers and give you who lost the most weight or whatever you want.
No, I just need to add them together, and then I'm gonna compare the teams and see who won.
Okay. Yep. Losing 3 members.
If you have someone that did, those are all the people that actually participated, right?
Yeah, the last 3 weeks, 3 members didn't.
Because I don't want to give any credit to anyone that didn't participate, because it's not fair for those who went all the way through.
I can tell you who those were. Well, you probably know who they are from.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, and you know, people run into stuff, and it's okay.
Yeah, when the temperature really dropped several weeks ago here, I started eating more subconsciously. I just, I was going along, I grabbed, an extra cheese stick or something, just because I was hungry because my body was used to, temperature regulating, and now all of a sudden it's colder, so it's trying to burn more calories. Unfortunately, it wasn't burning as much as I was putting in it.
Right.
It was storing it for fat because, hey, it's wintertime. We need to store this.
Me, I kind of went through a little, dealing with a lot of stuff at home with some family members, and mainly my son-in-law. He finally got a job and went to work after being not working for, since the whole time that we've been here, he's worked 3 weeks before this job. And it started to become an issue. And like if I'd come up on a live at night, he would complain about me keeping him awake. And then, all kinds of, a lot of backstabbing towards me and me not working. And my husband's like, you are fine. There's no problem with you not working. It's not an issue. You always worked and was the breadwinner before, so it's kind of stupid that he would even say anything about that. And so that was causing issues between him and my husband, that he was talking bad about me, and he was like, that woman has done nothing but amazing things for you, so you need to stop.
Exactly. What the hell?
Yeah.
That's some like selfish BS right there.
Yeah. So yeah.
I'm sorry.
So, and then he's got some other issues that I won't go into, but I mean, that was just, it's even bigger than that. So that's just some of the little things. And so it was really hard for me to diet during that time. I was just like, okay, I'm kind of like, and so I'm like, okay, I can't go on lives at night. I can't do this. I can't do that. He was complaining about the door opening and closing at night because I go to the bathroom at night. Just complain about everything I did. And it was just like, okay. So. Yeah,
that's stressful, especially when you live with them. It's like, then you can't get away from them.
Right. And when he's home all the time because he wasn't working and getting his BS together. Yeah. And then complaining about me not working. Sorry. Sorry, guys. I just had to vent.
That's okay.
It's all good. We're all friends here.
Yeah. So that's what I was dealing with. And it was just kind of like, and then my husband's all gone all the time, so it's like, and then my mother-in-law and the son-in-law would talk all the time, and she would tell me little snippets, and,
so then that creates crap.
That creates crap because I'm like, she would tell me just enough for me to get pissed off, which isn't right. You know what I mean? It's like,
right.
And I don't get pissed off very easy. So it's like, and it's not because I'm pissed off because she's telling me. I'm pissed off because why isn't this boy who's 23 years old coming to me are talking to his dad and talking to me. Well, I guess he was talking to his dad, but his dad was like, "Shut up," you know.
Yeah.
So
That's it. He wasn't getting the things he wanted from his dad, so he's mad about it.
yeah,
So he went to his grandma.
yeah.
And he apparently
So he-
got it from his grandma.
Well, actually, he got it from his mom. Some of this behavior he's portrayed comes from his mom. But he likes to rope, because he plays games. He likes to rope other people into not liking you. And he's done that to the mother-in-law before. And she wasn't wise to it then. And we all talked to her about it. But now she's horrible. Now he's doing it with all the relatives around here, you know. And, you know, the other relatives know me well enough to go, okay, Laura's not that way. This is not the woman you're talking about. So, yep. But yeah, it's hard. You know, I don't have any of my immediate family here except for his side of the family, and so it's like, okay.
Yeah.
I was feeling a little lonely, and then at night, because you can hear through the walls here, I couldn't say anything to you guys. But today he's not home, so I'm like,
Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry that you were going through that, because I've been through a lot of shit with my stepdaughter, so I completely understand where you're coming from.
hey, Star, you want to come up? You can come up, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just, you know, but that's exactly what his mother used to do, is play those same games and all that kind of stuff, to the point where people, you know, and she'd always say, "I'm going to commit suicide if you leave me," and saying the same thing. And I'm just kind of like, okay, if we push you, you're going to do this, and you know, those kind of games. And it's like,
There's a comeback just popped in my head. Gene Wilder to Cleavon Little and Blazing Saddles. Cleavon Little goes to Gene Wilder. If a man drinks like that and don't eat, he's going to die. And Gene Wilder's hanging off the bunk, and he goes, "When?"
yeah. Yeah, I don't dare, because if something happened and it was suspicious, or it was, you know, people do it.
Yeah.
So what do? You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But most people who say, and looking at this from a psychological point, most people who say they're going to take their life usually do it for attention, because most people who are going to actually do it won't say anything about it.
Right.
They're just,
Yeah.
or they'll leave a note behind, and you don't see the note until it's after the fact.
Right.
But I've been dealing with sort of the same kind of situation, just, you know, without saying too much about it. It's grating on your nerves, if nothing else.
Yeah. And it's like, he is sick. So how do you, you know, you almost need a counselor. I almost need to go see a counselor, because, you know, how do I handle this other than,
Because otherwise you're walking on eggshells all the time in your own home.
Yeah.
And, you know, you can't feel free going through that every day.
Now he's going to be moving into the house out there, the new log cabin house. No? Okay. He's only there in that house until.
Nope. In fact, our lease runs out before we move out there. So his numbers are, if he doesn't get his act together, are going to be gone when this lease runs out, because he's on the lease. So it's not like we, you know, but once there is no lease, yeah. I mean, my husband is done. What my husband says is I'm tired of being sick. Meaning they put their sickness upon you.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it tends to make him angry and frustrated. And it's like, I can't do that. I can't do that to my wife. I can't do that to my, and so it's like, no, I'm just not. I love you, son, but you can't do that to people. So.
Hey,
How you doing,
always.
Bob? Doing all right, Bob?
I'm doing good. Yeah,
Nice
just
to have you up here, Bob.
messing with some art project stuff.
Right on. Let's go.
Yeah.
What you
went to-
working on?
Making some colorful streamers for the backyard and on the trees and stuff like that.
Nice.
I went over to the junk store today and bought some clothes and stuff like that. These bright colors that spin in the wind and flutter in the wind. And I'm just making things like streamers like this. I hung up some of them today, and they're just cool as heck because they catch the wind and they twist and they move just real gently. It's an oddball thing, but put one bead on the end of it so it holds there fairly straight, and then they twist in the wind. And they're bright colors, and winter's so damn dreary,
Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah, so
I hear you. Hey, old ways. Good to see you in here.
Oh man.
I'm glad
Yeah,
you spoke because I was about to say, Courtney, are you still with us?
Yep.
yeah.
I'm glad you got the Ouija board.
The only thing I
Yeah.
complain about my son was when he didn't pick up the trash in his bedroom and his sister's bedroom and stuff. That's the only complaint I have. I mean, the guy's like, he hasn't missed a day of work in years.
Yeah.
In fact, he actually during last week, I think it was, he worked a double shift. Another clinic needed him, so he got up and took off. Go to work. I can't complain about that at all. I mean, he's a good guy.
Never had an issue with this kid. When I was working and we were living in the other house before we came here,
Mm-hmm.
so all good.
Hey,
So
Jeff.
what do you think the issue actually is then?
That he had to move.
He's bored.
He didn't have to move. He's bored.
He
And
probably
I think
felt
he-
he had to move because he didn't want to be alone.
I think he is depressed. He was on medication and he's not taking it. Because he doesn't have a job to support anything. And
That's a
You
tough
know.
place to be.
yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
And, we've helped him out financially. Grandmother's helped him out financially, but we're kind of done. We're at this point where it's like, you just can't do anymore.
Does he have like college or he
No.
no?
No.
So he had to find a job like without a college degree, just kind of like,
Well, we sent him through trucking school.
oh, okay,
So he's got that, and now he's doing a trucking job. But
cool.
first day of real work, and that evening he's sick as a dog and can't go to work the next day. And so he finally made it back to work today, but that seems to be his pattern. He lasts about 3 weeks and then he's done.
No,
It's
Time
okay
to-
where to
time to
begin.
send
I'm
him to
just
boot
like a
camp.
disembodied voice. So
Yeah.
it almost sounds like he needs a little training like other countries do. You will spend 2 years in the military, then you go out and do stuff.
Well, he has high blood pressure, so they won't allow him in the military. Because we we're like, you're going in the military, you need to do something. It's like, no, he has high blood pressure, which his mom had as well at a young age. So, I mean, his blood pressure is worse than mine. Yeah.
Mm.
it
And
sounds
he's
like
not
he
doing
has
anything to take care of it,
anxiety.
is he?
He does. He has severe anxiety.
Yeah, anxiety and depression.
And
both.
it's crippling him, yeah. And so,
But is he taking medication for the high blood pressure and changing his diet for it? Now my nephew had a genetic problem he inherited from his dad. His dad was over in Vietnam, got sprayed with Agent Orange several times,
Mm-hmm.
and it messed with his DNA. And when they traced it, they actually traced the genetic change to his son. And but he was able to get a waiver to get into the Navy
Mm-hmm.
because what his Navy calls it something else, but MOS is going to be. And he was in there, and the longer he was in there, the better he got.
Yeah.
Because they, the doctors were getting, whatever medication he had to take, and he was pretty soon he was like, he didn't hardly have to take it hardly at all, and his asthma went away, and
Right. Well, a lot of asthmas, I think, is an anxiety.
well, his was, and he was the most laid back kid you could imagine.
Right. But my daughter was laid back, and she used to have these anxiety attacks. Well, it was, and then she'd have an asthma attack, but it was, anxiety. And so it didn't help that she was seeing her father walking around her schoolyard looking for her. And nobody believed her. Her father thought I had a restraining order against. so yeah. Yep. So anyways, so yeah, we've never had this problem with him before, and I don't know if it's because he's older and this is when you start to see some problems with people, sometimes things come on later on in life.
Yeah, my anxiety didn't hit me until like way later on in life.
Yeah, mine didn't either until my PTSD was triggered. So I think I had some anxiety when I was married in my first marriage, but not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, until I got breast cancer, it triggered something in me. It's like everything just kind of lined up right, and it triggered PTSD in me. And then everything that I had put away in my past, I thought I put it away. You know how you tuck things away? You just came flooding up, and it was like, okay, great, new marriage, and I just brought all this crap that I had stuffed away, and I thought I was healthy. So I'm good now, though.
Yeah, Fish she's with us, but only in spirit. I mean, voice.
Yeah.
She's a disembodied spirit.
Mm-hmm.
She's also known as Madame Leota.
You're missing all the dirty.
Wizards and witches, wherever you go, give us a hint by ringing a bell.
Oh,
You're
cool.
muted, Bob.
He's not talking.
He was.
Oh, he was? Can't hear you. Nope.
And that's strange. It's okay, he's muted not on StreamYard, he's muted somewhere else.
Yeah.
Or his microphone came unplugged or something.
No,
Okay.
You're right, Garden State Gardener. It's not understood to public. A lot of people thought I was nuts. And I was on medication. And when I got pregnant, I couldn't take the medication while I was pregnant.
Yeah.
So I had to hurry up and get off of it. And when I got off of it, I would have anxiety attacks at work. And that was horrible. Horrible. Because I was pregnant on top of it. So my emotions and everything were just skyrocket high.
Yeah.
And but then eventually like my hormones leveled out and then I wasn't bawling my eyes out all the time. I got fine, and then I was really good after I had my son. And then all of a sudden 3 or 4 months after I had my son, things started working out really good. And I was like, oh, maybe I don't need medication anymore. This is really awesome. I don't have anxiety anymore.
Yeah.
Then it hit me. and I started thinking about the stupidest shit. That's what happens when I get anxiety. I just think about the stupidest shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna die tomorrow. Like you think about all that crap, and it just would give me anxiety because then I had to have my son, and it'd freak me out, and yeah. So then I had to be put back on it.
I think it can literally be just as crippling, and I think that's what it's done to him. It's just crippled him. Tibor, and so right now, I've noticed like a manic side of him, and so you get this manic side, and now we're working, and now we're doing stuff, and now things are happening, and so if you can hold on to that manic stuff long enough to get that, medicine back on board. So, which sounds more like bipolar to me, which
he probably needs like some medication to just, chill out.
Right. But he won't go in for help.
Yeah, I get that because you are, for me anyway, I hate taking pills of any sort. Mm-hmm. So then I keep thinking to myself, I don't like to do this, but then over the years, I'm like, God, if I didn't have this, I would be a wreck.
Yeah.
Thank God I have it.
Same for me. I don't think my anxiety pills that I take. I've come to a place where I can lower it again, but for a while there, it was higher, and I think it was when we were going through the move and all of that stuff was happening, but
moving's a pain in the butt, man. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, there's some interesting things being said in the side chat. Let's see, you got Bob's body with Courtney's voice coming out of it.
Now, I got to make this clear, okay? I did buy some women's clothes at the thrift store. That's what these are. These are women's clothes because they're nice and they'll blow in the wind. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm making them into tattletales or telltales.
Okay, as long as you're not going to start wearing lipstick.
Oh, no.
No. He doesn't wear lipstick. It's called chapstick.
Yeah. Here you go, Bob. I got some for you. I got some.
Well, yeah. But yeah,
and lotion too.
I did buy some women's clothes today, though.
Yeah.
Bonnie Bill.
Here, you need some lotion for your basket, Bob. You need some lotion.
No, I bought quite a few things today. I got to. I'll post stuff up about this. As I got a large coffee cup and a saucer, and the coffee cup should be just big enough to put like a petunia in there. And I got these masonry drill bits I ordered on Amazon to drill a hole in the bottom of them. And that'll be. I love thrift stores. I love going in there with just a few basic missions, because you don't know what you're going to find. I'm looking for more candles, but we can't find those. But I can find, So that'll be as soon as I get my milling machine here, I'll set up that coffee cup I bought, and because the milling machine's got fine control about the pressure and the rotation speed, and drill a hole in the center of a coffee cup, see if it works. I've never drilled into anything ceramic ever in my life.
Anyways, so. I need to remember to get some acorns when I go out to the property this weekend. She's going to make some acorn flour. Some acorn flour.
Oh, nice.
That must take a whole bunch of them to make flour out of it.
Yeah. How much do you need to make flour?
I'm not sure, but I know you got to do something to the acorns to take out the
tannins.
Tibor. I'm not wearing any women's clothes. I'm not wearing women's clothes.
I think you have to soak them.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, I buy women's clothes all the time for the wife.
Yeah. We don't. I wish we had more. So I need to grow some more. But see that the deer eat all the acorns on our property.
Some more of that kind of
pretty.
stuff.
Little scarf.
It's going to be cut up into.
Oh, that's a
Some
great color
other-
on you, Bob.
Yeah.
I really think so. Don't
Yes.
lie to me, Missy. I want honesty, brutal honesty. Okay.
I think the pink looks better on you, Bob. Oh yes, there you go. That's your
Oh,
color.
yeah.
That's actually what these things are. They're like almost like a hijab, or
Mhm.
scarf or whatever you want to call it.
Bob,
Yeah.
when you put that on your head, do you know who you reminded me of? Gregory Peck in the movie The Fox.
Oh yeah, yeah,
The one time he was trying to get away and he put the scarf over his head. And he,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, a
That's a
bunch
good
of
movie.
bunch of stuff, bunch of tie cord and things like that.
Nice.
Bright colors, man, bright colors. I want bright colors out there.
So
Yeah,
you're
that's
not
kinda
going to like the answer, Laura, but 2 pounds of acorns yields 3 cups of flour.
Oh, so that's one loaf of bread.
The soft peach looks so great on. Yeah, it would look like. Now, actually, my wife looks best with her skin color and like almost a purple color.
Would
It really-
the flour from an acorn taste nutty?
Probably.
That's what I'm hearing, but I've never had any, so I don't know.
I
We
don't
should
know.
invite
I could do a
Hey,
Bollywood.
anyways,
Bollywood.
you
Yard
want to come
full
up,
of-
up here and talk to us about it?
I could do a Bollywood skit with wearing this, couldn't I? Or
Yes. Put your hands together and then shake your head.
I remember I was watching one of their movies and went, "What the hell is that?" All of a sudden, they're in a battle, they're getting ready for a battle scene or something. What the heck just happened?
Oh, that's funny.
oh, man. Sorry, Carol.
Oh, my back just popped.
Oh, I wish mine would.
Wait. Q says acorn flour does have a buddy taste.
A buddy taste?
Butty.
Oh, I thought maybe she meant like she has a buddy.
No.
I thought you meant it
Yeah.
tastes like
Might
ass.
taste
Yeah.
like her buddy.
Coming from Q, could be both.
Yeah, but you don't eat it just straight. Acorn flour. Oh, okay, slightly nutty. Yeah,
Well, I could.
acorn coffee, I should say.
What if you mix it in with regular flour?
Yeah, could do
You
that to
wouldn't- you
save on
wouldn't
some of your
have to-
flour costs.
Because maybe you can get by with 1 or 2 cups of it.
I'm telling you, as somebody who makes bread every day, I used to be able to go and find organic bread or organic flour everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to find organic flour. It's hard to find unbleached flour. It's hard to find tons of different flours now.
Really?
Yeah, even Kroger, which usually has a huge selection, they're pretty lax now. At least
I
out here.
have 2 25-pound bags of flour in my freezer.
That's awesome. I
Yeah,
went
I got
through
it,
a
like,
bunch of flour
Costco.
when I first moved here because I was feeding my starter so much. And so I started doing the refrigerated starter because I was like, there's just no way I can feed my starter this much. So, because, I bake for us and then I bake for channel and go through it,
Yeah.
and then my mother uses it for all kinds of cooking. And so, yeah. So to learn how to do acorn flour might be a good idea. You can have, I wonder if the bread is probably healthier, kind of like almond flour,
Yeah.
Mhm. I'm curious now.
Yeah, me too.
What it would taste like.
I almost want to do it just to see if I can make it like a really tasty bread with it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, my acorns on the side of the house are not very big. But I've also seen acorns that are freaking huge. So
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Do the acorns grow wild at your place, Courtney?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the trees drop them like crazy. The birds are always in my backyard.
There you
Yeah.
go. There you go, Barry.
Yeah. So this
Yeah, and then
one,
you got to take that husk off of there, the outside. Yeah,
like that.
the little cap,
Mhm.
the little hat.
Is there some place you might be able to just purchase some acorn flour? And they can-
Probably.
I wonder.
Lunch.
Yeah, there is corn-fed life. That's funny that you say that. There's a guy in Spain who
Hi,
feeds his pigs nothing but acorns.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah.
There's a pork, it's smoked pork over in Spain is really popular, and they'll have like a leg hanging up. It's smoked, and the Spaniards love to just go and cut off a slice of it, and that's what they feed their hogs is acorns.
Mhm.
I can't remember what they call it, but I saw it over in Spain.
It's really expensive.
I
It is
imagine it is.
expensive.
Yeah,
I'm looking at it
yeah.
right now. Almond flour is a lot cheaper. Walnut flour, nut flour.
Yeah, my turkeys have been. I have a tree in my backyard that has, and my turkeys have been coming up and eating the acorns.
They can swallow an acorn.
Yeah.
Oh, wow,
That's
some
incredible.
There's
tough
some on
little
the way
guys.
to my girlfriend's house. I could probably pick up on the way.
Probably why they're always in our driveway, like our main where it's under the mostly. Well, most of the trees are gone, but under the tree area, there's acorns there, and so
Yeah.
And then cars driving over the acorns help crack them, so the turkeys pop that a little bit better.
yeah, you can hear 'em.
Yeah, at my old house, I remember the crows would fly up high. They take those little snails that they find in flower gardens, and they fly way up there and drop them. And then they come down and eat the inside of the snail.
All right, you guys. I have to go because I actually have to take a shower and I have to put Fred to bed before I go live. So I got a couple, and then I have to eat something. I'm starving.
Okay.
Okay.
I always end up eating on my live. I don't know why. But anyway,
I don't know why either.
all right, guys. I'll see you later.
It's kind of
All
like
right,
watching TV. You need the, you get the munchies while you're doing it.
Yeah, that's true. All right, I'll see y'all later.
Corn
All
fed
right.
steak.
Hey, Corky.
Bye.
Yeah, so it's like $21 for 2 bags of 32 ounces, which isn't that much, but nope.
Yeah, maybe you can mix it with other flour.
Mm-hmm. Just to get some more protein in your flour.
That way you can get an idea what it's going to taste like by itself.
Mm-hmm. Almond flour is pretty good. Like I've made like almond flour cake, and it only had almond flour in it for a gluten-free recipe. But because I was making it for somebody who had gluten issues, and yeah, worked out good. It was really nice. It goes so good with chocolate, almonds do. So it was nice flavor. So.
Who's got the crickets? Sounds like crickets in someone's background. Got to
Yeah.
be you, Barry. Maybe
Yeah,
it's
I
warm.
think it's very.
Could
Oh.
be.
I know it's too cold for crickets
Same.
here.
You still
I don't hear it because I don't have the headphones on. But
Oh, okay.
Bob, do you hear it?
Not now.
Yeah, it's very.
Now you hear it.
You'd hear it in my background too if we were
Mhm.
outside, but my walls are thin, but not that thin.
Yeah.
My kitchen window's open because the stove
Oh.
is doing its job overtime tonight for some reason.
Oh,
It's ungodly hot in here. Darn that oak wood.
That stuff burns so hot.
Later
Yeah.
this winter, you're going to thank you. You're going to be thankful for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have so much like oak that's too bent up to make anything out of, and so, or some parts of it are rotted, so we still need to cut it up. And of course, the grass grew up all high all around it, so we're like, oh, great,
Mm-hmm.
gonna have to get the mini mower out. And I
I
need
have
one.
a small stack over here by the stove, and then I have the rest of it all stacked here at the back door, so I don't have to like freeze my butt off walking
I
around the
get,
other
yeah,
side of the house.
yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Yep, you'll need it next week or the end of this week.
I sent you a video a while ago, Laura, about I think it was in Mindanao where how they were making organic fertilizer, where they were grinding up
Yes.
stuff into it. Yeah, it's just to kind of give you a thought, because you've got a tractor with a power takeoff and a front end loader and all that, and you've got the property with a lot of punky wood laying on the ground. Just
Yes, punky wood's great. I actually put punky wood in my compost.
Yeah.
And then all the wood that's burnt that from burning our grass, I put that in our compost too.
Cool. Yeah.
And it's so good for your compost. So I
Mhm.
put that in there, and
I know.
all kinds
I know if you actually bought one of those big wood chippers, an industrial one would be expensive, but just to kind of spur some thought for you,
Mhm.
how people do it in other countries.
Yeah.
That machine that they had was cobbled together, and it's a business for those guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gil, what do you do with your ashes?
Well, I got a bunch of different places to dump it. And right now I'm dumping it out on the side of the shop where I'm going to be putting a bunch of rock over it to, because basically the ashes just make the soil here more alkali,
Mm.
which is what we don't want. So I just bury it, put it out there, and the spring when I'm moving the rock around, the rock will just cover over all of it, and I'll pour the concrete on top of that. And I'll
Okay,
just be
'cause
in
I
there.
actually separate mine from the compost.
Yeah.
So there's a separate stack of ashes from the stove.
Right.
Mm.
If I had stuff set up that I have in California brought up here, I'd probably just I'd probably get a metal trash can, put it in there, and then on a day when it's calm and stuff, sift it and get all the chunks of charcoal that haven't piece of wood that haven't burnt all the way, so I have stuff for the garden.
Yeah.
But right now it's not worth trying because it's too much wind going, and I don't have a can, and I don't have the screen set up here.
Right.
Mine's going into a plastic barrel for the ashes anyway. But
Yeah, because I just took out two big buckets out there and dumped it because it was it's starting to do a little snowing, so I'll just dump it out there and let the snow put it out.
Mhm.
But since plastic melts, what I do is I dump the ashes out next to it, then I'll shovel it in after I'm sure it's cooled.
Mhm.
No, I'm gonna have to get another one because it's already getting pretty full now as it is.
Yeah.
But it does have a lid, so I don't have to worry about the rain.
Mhm.
You got it in a container like that, and leave it out to the elements, it's going to turn hard on you. It'd be
Hey,
pointless.
Star.
Hey, Star.
Hi. Good.
How are you doing?
doing? Doing good.
Did you say
Hi.
good morning?
Yeah,
So what time is it right now?
8:25 a.m.
Okay. So right now it's almost 9 o'clock here. So it's like
Oh.
I'll be
Yep.
right back, guys.
It's like 12 hours difference, approximately.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Bob, you can hear all our silent farts too because you have headphones.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I can hear fairly well, pretty well. Yeah. Silent farts. I don't want to listen for those.
So how's your day going?
Mine. I attended to my chickens, then gardening stuff, then watched my Facebook, came here.
Okay. So it's 8 something in the, did you say it's 8 something in the morning or at night?
Morning, 8:26.
Morning. Oh, okay.
8, almost 8:30.
Yeah. So do you have to go to work soon or?
Now I teach online, so I teach from 1 p.m. that is afternoon to 4 o'clock. So 4
Oh,
hours
okay.
straight. Yeah.
Okay. So that does work time. That time does work better for you then.
Yes.
Because I mean we're already an hour in on this live, so our live would start about half an hour earlier than this time right now.
Oh, okay. 1 hour.
So when I interview you, it'd be like a half an hour earlier than this time right now.
Okay. 7:30. So 7 o'clock. My time. Yes.
Yeah. So
Did you were you able to check the email that I sent you?
yes.
Okay, that was a long one. I typed it in the night. I was like all sleepy and half dozing off. Sorry, but it was.
Yeah, no worries. It's all good. We figured it out and
Ooh.
Yeah, sometimes I forget the time difference from Philippines to here. And,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I'll send a message to my brother-in-law. You know, hey bro, how's it going? And he'll come back and say, Bob, it's 3:30 a.m. here. Oh, I'm sorry, forgot. You know.
yeah. I know. My daughter used to do that after I moved here, and it's like because we were in the same time zone. Now we're back in the same time zone, so it's kind of funny.
Mhm.
I heard US has like vast, not vast, so many time zones, right? How many time zones you guys have?
Is it
Yes.
4? I think. Yeah.
4.
4.
Mhm.
4.
Well,
Oh,
4
wow.
for the continental United States.
Hawaii has another one,
Yeah. Hawaii has one, and then
so 5.
American Samoa has one. You know, but when you get out in the islands in the Pacific, those are so far apart they got to have different time
Yeah,
zones.
Guam,
Yeah.
Samoa.
I'm not sure about Alaska,
Palau.
but which time zone Alaska's on?
I think it's.
I think it's all on. I'm not sure if it's all in Pacific or it's 1 hour
I think
off.
Alaska has 2. Because
Yeah.
the Aleutian Islands that go almost all the way to Russia, those are on
Yeah.
a different time zone than the
Hmm.
rest of the state. Most of Alaska, I think, is on Western or my time zone.
Pacific time, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
Alaska time zone map. Alaska has. Trying to get one of these ones to come up here.
You know what country has a lot is Russia. It's either 7 or
Russia.
9 time zones in Russia.
Actually, believe it or not, Alaska is all locked onto one time zone.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was. I thought the outer
They-
Aleutian
they-
Islands are on a different time zone.
No, it's like Bob, where you're at, you're -8 Greenwich Mean Time. They're -9.
Mhm.
Hawaii is -10, and then I have to check another map to see what Guam and Midway and stuff are.
Mine is +5. My country.
Hmm.
And Russia is so huge.
It's
It's a big
enormous,
country.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Russia's and I
And
think
still the people
Canada.
who want to stay there.
Yeah. I think Canada is the second largest country on the planet.
Oh, you have to cross Canada to go to Alaska. Alaska is like
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you're going by land,
If
yes.
you're going by
Yeah.
land, yeah.
oh, how did they divide this? Why does Canada? and why
Because
did-
because Alaska was sticking off the edge there, and Russia had it. They claimed part of it before the English got over there to take all of it,
Uh-huh.
and so they already had that, and then we bought it from Russia.
Oh, okay. So the Russia is like from the back. I mean, from around it had Alaska. Okay, I understood that.
And let's see here.
It didn't do it.
Trying to find.
Russia's so big. I don't understand why they want the rest of like Ukraine and all that.
I think it's mostly because the land is frozen. I know that they can actually use the land.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, way up there in Siberia and all that. That's pretty barren.
We would be screwed here in the U.S. if they still owned Alaska.
Here's a time zone map.
Mm,
World time zone.
Oh yes. Oh.
So it looks like Alaska is in a different time zone than.
Oh yeah, it's 1 hour. It's 1 hour behind.
Yeah.
Hawaii's 1 hour behind that. And I'm trying to find one that has.
And then Australia has some really weird time zones.
Yeah, it has three time zones.
It has 1, 2, 3,
One.
4, 5, because these two time zones are half an hour apart.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You got to further divide it, huh? Okay.
yeah.
Hello, Tim. Samoa. All right, Samoa is past the international date line and American Samoa, so it is plus 12.
How about the Palau Islands? What time zone are they on? That's
Palau?
a U.S. territory. Yeah, Palau Islands. It's kind of between Australia and the Philippines. There's
Between
the-
Australia and
Right
the
here.
Philippines. Oh, I'm
Yeah,
still
they're,
looking
they're
there.
plus 14
Wow.
or minus 14. I can't tell.
Yeah.
I can't really tell.
That's it. If they're over there, they're plus. If it's near Alaska.
Okay. No, they're plus 12.
Yeah.
Is
We
it
thought-
UTC or
When we fought the Japanese, there was a big fight there on the island of Peleliu,
Hmm.
and
Hallelujah.
yeah, it was part of the Japanese Empire. But as soon as they attacked the U.S., that's when they lost their empire. It's gone. We took it,
Mhm.
knocked the shit out of those guys, man.
Wow.
Yeah, and then we built them back up and turned them into a microprocessor empire,
Yeah.
transistor empire.
Yeah, they're smart people. They're very smart people.
Mhm.
So, do the Christians come together and celebrate Christmas, or are you guys allowed to celebrate that at all, or how does that work for you guys? as
You can actually go to church.
Mhm.
Churches will have some Christmas lights lit, and it's the only time where you can actually see people from all religions actually come. And sometimes people kneel down. Sometimes they go to the pastor. It's like if you go to a Hindu temple, what the pujari does, right? Put something on your head and does
Mhm.
mantra.
Mhm.
So they feel it's the same thing. So
Mm.
they just go to the pastor and he does some stuff and gives them a kind of a card which has some scriptures on it, and they just take it and go home. Yeah. So,
No,
When-
but you
Yeah,
can't actually have like you can't lease a land or or some public land for putting out some music or some food stuff. You can't do that.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
They can do that, but we can't do that.
yeah.
Mhm.
Now, when in your church, when the
Mhm.
ladies do the ladies there cover their hair when they go into the church?
No,
No. Okay.
not the church I go, but yes, the
Mhm.
rest of the communities they have.
I
They
see.
cover, yeah. I think it's from the Old Testament times. I'm not sure why they do that, covering their heads.
It's a very
Yeah.
old custom. Very old.
Yeah, I
Um,
think it is more Old Testament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When wife and I were in Rome, my wife's Catholic, and when we would enter a church there, they have scarves, like the women would cover their hair, but they asked that the women wear short pants that were past their knees,
Uh-huh.
longer, not to show too much skin, but they would ask the women to cover their hair in Rome,
Mhm.
Oh,
old Catholic traditions and stuff. It's old school, you know.
Yeah, sure is.
And
There's a lot of them that still do that in Cleveland.
Mm.
really,
Cleveland.
Cleveland,
Cleveland,
Ohio.
Ohio.
What's a squatty potty? You're talking about crapper.
Squatty potty. Hang on.
Squatty
Yeah,
potty is
I talked to my wife about that when, you know, about the head covering and all.
Hmm.
And there are different colors that the Catholics will wear. The white
Yeah,
ones,
different colors. Yeah, I have seen that.
yeah, the white one is reserved for when the Pope is in the vicinity, when the Pope is present, and the others are for
So
I don't know.
the squatty potty is a little step stool that goes in front of it to lift your
bottom up.
knees up and stuff.
Mhm.
Oh, no, we just constructed low. into
Yeah,
the
yeah.
ground.
You guys have a different kind of. You don't really have a toilet, right?
No, we have this. I have this. I sit on
They
this
do.
and chat all day. I mean,
Oh, okay.
not with the steps on.
But yeah. Anyways, yeah. Let's see.
Yeah. So
Oh.
the Americans are just catching up with the rest of the people, knowing that if your body is a little more straight,
Yeah,
that line makes it easier to go.
true.
You
If
use a little
actually-
gravity,
Mhm.
gravity assistance. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
It also
You know what's
opens up your poop hole a bit.
And what's
Yep.
so funny is
Mhm.
for the ceramic toilets themselves, you can get them that are low and you get them that are so freaking high. It's like, I wish I had a squatty potty on it just to sit normal.
Right.
Or in America, you can just go to Taco Bell.
And then you don't have to
Um,
worry about it.
The
Yeah,
reason
you
why
go to Taco Bell, walk outside. And,
that
wait,
came
this
up.
Courtney,
is
sorry,
we
can't do that.
We just did Courtney on her channel just did a pumpkin carving contest for Halloween, and the winner got a squatty potty. Well, everybody,
Actually, everyone did because of Josh.
yeah.
Squatty potty. I mean, if we get any visitors who are like really short,
Yeah.
we just ask them to carry 2 bricks with them. So just put 2 bricks on them and climb and sit.
There's a picture of what I'm looking at here. It has 2 cutouts in it. And so on the one, it sits up higher. You turn it over and turn it around, and it sits lower.
Oh, so
Caitlin,
for
your
the
mom
tall
must be
man
very
and the
small.
short man,
Mhm.
that's the kind we need at our house.
Not 7 inches high and 9 inches high.
Mm.
Made out of bamboo, and it's a flip. Oh, we lost
Hey,
him.
Melinda and Chuck. He didn't go
I just
away. He
imagine
just
Chris-
he just
I just
stepped
imagine
out.
Chris's knees in
Yeah.
his chest when he's using the restroom. I just can't imagine him being comfortable anywhere.
And
Yeah.
it's actually made. This one is actually made by Squatty Potty. It's a bamboo one.
Oh, getting fancy there.
Yeah. I'm going to see how much that one costs. $49 for the bamboo one with a
Oh my goodness.
dual height.
Bamboo? Did you say bamboo squatty potty?
Here, let me just share this again here.
Okay. Welcome in, everybody. We're talking about squatty potties. Hey,
It
LG.
actually says Squatty Potty on it,
Yeah.
and this way here is the 9-inch. If you flip it around, the other way is only 7 inches tall.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
See, there's a 7-inch tall version. Oh, and it's
Yeah.
got an angle on it, so you're see it's got an angle there on it. So,
Mhm.
Is this the bamboo Squatty Potty?
He's like, we just use bricks.
Bricks. Yeah, that's fine. That's good enough. Yeah.
Yep.
It was we finally got the bathroom or the comfort room in the family's home upgraded. I understand that my sister-in-law and my wife sent money to get their bathroom upgraded, and they finally have a hot shower in there and a Western toilet. They have their system to deal with the waste is a vault underneath the toilet, directly underneath,
Mm.
and I was like, first time I went to their bathroom, there's no seat on the toilet, no lifting seat or lid.
Yeah.
It's just a bowl. And I said, when I asked my wife, I go, how do you sit down when you got to take a dump? She goes, you don't. You sit on air. You just squat
Like a
down and
frog.
you hold that position and drop a bomb, So, man, you guys must have really strong legs. Yeah,
Yeah.
we do.
Or you can actually find a wall somewhere and just that's
Yeah, lean against the
really,
wall.
lean against the
Yeah,
wall.
What if you have bad knees? Because that would be for
yeah.
bad
Sure.
knees. That
Mhm.
would be a hard position.
I'm sure they probably got some kind of a drop-in extender for the senior
Yeah.
citizens or something like that. Yeah, but
I
because we've got those here for the handicapped and for the seniors and stuff. You can
Mhm.
slip it inside your toilet bowl, and it's about that tall,
Mhm.
so that the older people can sit down easily.
And get back up.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Don't people poop just standing up? Don't people do that?
Nope.
I've
I
only done
hope
that.
We
I-
sit
I
down
don't-
on our toilets here.
I know you.
Unless you're in the woods being chased by a bear, then you poop standing up as you're running.
the only time I've pooped standing up is way out on the South Pacific Island when there was no toilets available. You just
Isn't it nice
Go-
to know that
go
Siri's
into the
listening
water
in?
about up to here and just stand up in the water and let her fly. Just let her rip. There's nowhere else to go.
My watch is like, this is what I found.
Yeah.
Isn't it nice to know that Siri's listening in on this conversation?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Siri, stop being so nosy.
Siri, stop being so nosy.
I'm not sure I understand.
Oh, of course you do.
Mhm.
Siri.
You understand perfectly.
Siri, who is God?
Here's what I found.
Me.
Oh
A
well.
picture.
Oh, you didn't say that.
He didn't say. I'm not sure
Google.
I understand.
Google is God. Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to offend anybody, but I'm going to ask her a question. Siri, who is Satan?
Here's some information.
Okay, it shows the Satanic Bible.
Oh, wonderful.
Is it contacting hell?
Probably.
Take it off and stomp it.
I'm sure she
and,
has a
and here I
connection
thought it
with,
was going to
with all
show a
of those
picture.
people.
And here I thought it was going to show a picture of Miss Plastic Face.
Oh.
Hey, Lord, what is that behind your window? I see a portal opening.
You really want to see who
Pray,
Satan
Lord,
is?
pray.
Mhm. You're gone.
Nope, thank you.
Oh,
Wait a minute. It's called Congress.
It's called No, if the portal opens and I'm gone like that, hopefully I'm being sucked up to heaven to meet Jesus in my new body. I don't know what happens to the old one. Does it
I
just
get just reunited with perfect
No,
form.
according to Scripture, our body's made new. So
yeah.
It's
It's
transfigured.
take its return to
Transfigure is correct. Yes.
before any health problems ever
Yeah.
arose.
You get
Exactly.
all your hair back.
Because it is
You guys
cleansed
did
of sin
wrong
and it's
thing.
cleansed of any,
I,
Ailments.
I had a very vivid dream once where I was looking out my bedroom window, and it was that day of the rapture. And the entire sky lit up like you wouldn't believe. And I saw the face of the Nazarene, of Jesus Christ. The whole world could see it all at one time, like it says in the book. And all of a sudden it faded away, and I'm still standing in my window. I went, damn it, I got to stick around. Are you serious? You didn't take me. That was an honest to God dream, man.
repent, Bob, repent.
Yeah.
Are
Make
you kidding me?
sure you're focused only on the true one and only true one.
Yeah, it was like Are you
Quit looking at
serious?
the brown ladies, Bob.
Yeah.
Not the voice from heaven.
Are you serious? I got screwed over from this and that, and now this. Are you serious?
I'd be hitting your knees right now, Bob.
I can't find my holy water. I usually keep holy water around here, but I can't find it since
Siri,
we
who's
moved.
the president of the United States?
Joe Biden is the President of the United States.
Lies.
Ask about the previous one.
What?
Also known as Captain Crazy.
Previous president. Ask about who was the 45th.
Who was the 45th president of the United States?
Here's what I found.
Donald Trump.
But Siri can't say it out loud like she could the other one.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
What did it say?
It
Did
just
say Donald?
it showed Donald Trump, WikiLeaks, and then a picture of Donald Trump.
Oh
I said,
my
Here's what I
god!
found.
Donald John Trump
Mhm.
is the 45th president of the United States.
Ask who the 44th was.
yeah.
Obama.
Who was the 44th president of the United States?
If
Here's
it
some
says-
information.
Okay, then cool.
Okay. It just said here and it shows it. Okay.
Mhm.
So it'll only say it only
Current.
say out loud who the current one is.
Mhm.
Wouldn't want to offend anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might get triggered and turn into a puddle of my own pee.
How
on
did
the floor.
Biden win the election?
Here's what I found from ballotpedia.org. With a majority of the popular and electoral college vote, Biden won election as Vice President of the United States on the Democratic ticket with Barack Obama.
Oh. Okay.
With Barack Obama?
Yeah, so that's his vice presidency.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It didn't
Mhm.
say his current.
Didn't say the Donald's name at all, did it?
Mhm.
Well, hello, Miss Southern Belle.
Hey, Miss
Miss
Southern
Southern
Belle,
Belle.
good to see you. That's all just interesting to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, Laura, you may want to curve
Not
back
one of my-
on that. Not go any
What?
farther because
Oh
the-
yeah.
the AI may be talking to the other AI and say, "Hey, they're talking about this."
Oh, somebody needs to buy this platform so we don't have to worry about that junk anymore.
I will. When I'm emperor of the world, I'll take care of everything.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Emperor Bob. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it.
Thank you.
And then he'll have his harem of dark ladies.
Harim. Yeah. Harim.
Brown. Only brown.
Only brown
Well,
Asian
it's
It's
ladies.
like I just
Yeah.
believe in the Old Testament of the Bible where they actually had extra wives. Actually, I think they do
True.
in the New Testament too. But
Mhm.
Well,
Maybe
I was
they were
talking to my
more
wife
religious.
about that, and she
Yeah.
goes, "There's times I wish you had another wife." Then I can say, "Hey, go bug her."
Yeah. I think every wife said that to her husband at least once. And, so like, hon, I want to go find my girlfriend. Go see my girlfriend. Just go to her. Leave me alone. Get out of here. Get away. Just leave me alone.
Southern Belle. Belle is another word for lady, right? Or girl or something.
Yeah. Mhm. It's an
Oh.
older word. Yeah, it's from the south of the United States. A bell.
The very old South.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Q just nailed you
What's that?
in the comments. Look what Q said.
I will.
The Emperor's
If
gloves.
I'm emperor, I can do that.
You
I'll
wear
do
it with
that.
pride.
Mhm.
The rest of us will be walking around like this.
I know. Everyone else on the planet will be wearing kilts, and that's
Mm.
I don't know.
Stephanie, you don't want to ask that because it's going to say Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
Karen, you're absolutely right. Miss Southern Belle is a pretty lady from the South.
She is. She's a beautiful lady
She's a sweetheart.
with a beautiful soul.
I heard her brag on me the other day when I was in her live, or watching her live. So I've got to return the favor.
Mm-hmm.
Not trying to kiss
Hi,
up or anything.
Caitlin. Now, so in India, there's Hindus, Christians. Are there Muslims too, or
Oh,
just?
yeah, a lot.
Yeah, a lot of Muslims.
Lot.
Muslims.
Hmm.
We have two types of Muslims. One, the hardcore ones, where they
Mhm.
wear the hijab and they don't shave their beards, and they have the traditional clothes of pajamas.
Mhm.
And there's other type of Muslims. They usually work with pillows. They make pillows and beds and all. So the name is they are named after the beds and pillows.
Oh, okay.
It's a tradition.
Indonesia has the largest Muslim population, and India is the second. I can't
Okay.
remember what country is the third.
There's a lot I don't know about India. So.
You will laugh if you tell
Six
Alexa
also.
you're fired. Well, I don't have Alexa. Every time they try to get me, I said, nope, don't want it.
Who are
Well,
Yeah,
the incense and
I've
I already
mentioned
have
Muslims in
Siri.
the Philippines, and a lot of Americans go, "There's Muslims in the Philippines."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Duh.
Do they wear hijab, Mr. Bob? They
In
cover all of-
in the traditional areas, in the cities, most do, but a lot don't. It depends,
Twice.
but it depends upon the like in Davao where I go. It's a mix of both, but most still wear the hijab. And but say if that young lady has to go back to her home province to visit family, then
Mhm.
she'll wear a hijab. Yeah.
Okay.
Southern Belle, that would be Hare Krishnas.
I just asked Google who the 46th president of the United States is. Do you know what its answer was?
What?
Biden.
Did he say that?
Joseph R. Biden is inaugurated as the 46th president of the United States.
Who's talking? I cannot see anybody's lips moving.
Oh, that's Barry.
Barry.
Okay. I guess. Yeah.
For some reason, he's blurry.
Well, yeah, he is the 46th president. Ask who's the 47th president.
Yeah.
Why my hands are going opposite direction?
Hey, Google, who's the 47th president of the United States?
That would be Grayman.
Oh my God. No, seriously.
What?
The 47th? Yeah, great.
Really? Oh, maybe it's like until you replace him, he's gonna be there. That's how they count.
Wow.
And here I
love to
thought it
have
was.
him.
Here I thought it was going to show camel toe.
Yeah.
Oh God. Well,
We have all kinds of nicknames for our leaders because we're not allowed to use them on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So just
Captain
imagine what
Crazy.
that rhymes with. Or kind of rhymes with. Or sounds like.
Miss Camel Toe. Harris.
Come
Oh,
on.
Ah!
yeah.
Yeah.
And she was called that long before she got out of California politics. In California politics, she was called that for years,
Mm-hmm.
as well as something else too.
Why? She looks like that. Is her face like that?
No, they just had fun with her name. Well, I think because she claims to be all these different ethnicities, it's, you know.
Her mother's from India and her father is Argentinian or
Yeah, but
Chilean,
she's-
one of the two.
But
She
then
looks
when
more
when
Indian.
it's convenient, she's black too.
Bingo. Yep. Mm-hmm.
You can't be
Or
black.
Native American.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
your body doesn't support the extra layers. You know what's her the meaning of her name is? It's an orange. It's a type of orange.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's you guys know what is a tangerine?
Yes.
Yeah, if you translate tangerine into Indian language, then that's her name.
Oh,
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Her mom's from India.
Mm.
that's very
She's
interesting.
basically a citrus fruit. Yeah, that's
It's too bad she's not a sour or bitter one.
sour, obviously.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
I just think it's funny she can't talk to children. But
She can talk to children.
no,
Why?
she doesn't. I mean, if you look at some of the videos out there,
Uh-huh.
she just doesn't come off very. She
Maybe she just sends her children as how Indians do. Once they are like 3 years old, ship them off to a boarding school or something somewhere. far away.
probably.
Oh, they don't actually want to take responsibility. They don't want to like, no, I'm not gonna raise this poop tank. You just throw them in the ship them off into boarding schools or colleges.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Well,
I,
there's
used
a
to,
lot of rich people do that too.
I used to threaten my kids with, I'll send you to the French Foreign Legion, but I never did. I wanted to a few times.
Miss Southern Bell asked what was the tallest president. I put the answer in Abraham Lincoln at 6'4". Lyndon B. Johnson, 6'3.5". Trump, 6'3". Thomas Jefferson, 6'2.5". Bill Clinton, 6'2.5". Chester Arthur, 6'2". Franklin Delano Roosevelt, 6'2". George H. Bush, 6'2". Barack Obama, 6'1.5". Then I had a whole bunch of 6'1s, a mess of 6-footers. And then you start getting down into the 5s. And down to the shortest one was James Madison at 5'4".
So they do stack crap deep. Got it.
Hey, let's try gardening. How you doing?
They stack at all heights.
Mm-hmm.
From 6'4" to from 5'4" to 6'3.5".
How's it in Oregon?
Oregon? Who is from Oregon here?
Let's try gardening.
There was a game, Oregon Trail,
Yeah.
Oregon Trail something.
Yeah,
I played that for a while now. They banned it from, I don't know,
good.
so
Cold. Yeah. It's going to be cold here next week.
Mitra says orange women. Yeah.
I used to live in Oregon, so
Oh,
yeah. So it's kind of neat to see somebody. And I don't think you used to live too far from me. I used to live Troutdale, area. Yeah, Fairview actually. So kind of in between.
Now you live in God's country.
Yes.
We're almost neighbors.
Yeah.
What, you're in Idaho?
what country is God's country?
Tennessee. I live in the South, so now I'm in God's country where people fear God.
Oh, okay.
A lot of them put God first too.
Oh, that's good. That's good. You're going to live stream someday. You'll have to let us know. Email us or something. We'll hit you up.
That's something I need to start doing now that I have this awesome internet.
Yes. Yes, that is something you need to start doing. So we can come bug you.
That's right.
Yeah, you'll have all inside chat will say, drop the link, drop the link, drop the link, drop the link.
Kalen Strain, actually, I think she's right. Kalen Strain. People say that about other states when they are in their state.
Well,
I must say, my wife who was born in California, does not say that's God's state. She calls that Satan's haven.
Which one? What state?
California.
I will.
AKA California.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
There you go. She typed in the word love. Go check out her channel, guys. How to garden. When it pops up.
That's right,
Somebody's
Kaylin.
leaving night, Stephanie.
Yeah, Stephanie's going to sleep, going to bed.
Sweet dreams.
Good night, Steph.
My friend.
Okay, it's
Is it
Ah, there it is.
There it
Fine.
is.
Let's try gardening. Okay, I'm trying to copy this link.
Yeah, she's got those worms you were talking about, Gil, and
Yeah. the jumping worms.
the jumping worms, and she just took back like a little bit of her soil, and it's like all over the place. And I'm like, oh man, I missed on that because I didn't have them, but my garden wasn't as good the second year, and I'm wondering if that's because some of the areas in my garden weren't, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I wonder if it's because the jumping worms were coming in.
Jumping worms.
It's a kind of worm that will eat your roots of your plants.
It basically it devours all the organic material in the soil
Hmm.
and sterilizes the soil.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
So,
Fortunately, though, in areas where it gets really cold, it kills them because they stay in the top 6 to 8 inches, and if you get an 18-inch deep frost, it'll kill them.
I wonder where they came from. Could be some country that wants to destroy our food supply.
Actually, it came from the land of the
Washington
transistor
D.C.
and the land of the first police action.
Washington
Oh.
D.C. No.
The first policing action?
The first
Oh,
police action
Korea.
war.
Yeah.
The north or the south?
Both.
Hmm.
But
I
the
thought
it's
people,
basically it's called the Asian jumping worm,
Oh, okay.
and it even goes down into Indonesia.
so
Just
how
feed
did
'em-
it get to America?
Just feed them rice to
Potted plants
distract them.
coming over from the
Shipping.
land
container.
of the transistor to the East Coast,
Hmm.
Well, the
That's
transistor.
Japan.
It's a it procreates quickly. Or,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's asexual,
Yeah.
so it doesn't need a
well,
partner.
I think most worms are.
Let's try gardening. I have subbed to your channel. You have the flowers that you have on the background. They're from the bottle god, right? Might be. I don't have one to deal with.
That looks
Okay,
like
let's wait.
Have you
those
seen
look like they have sturstoms on. Let's try gardening.
the hammerhead worms?
No.
That's something you don't want to fool with either.
England got some kind of worms that very similar to this ones that we're talking about. It kills all the indigenous worms, and they came in through importing shrubbery from Indonesia or someplace like that. I
Yeah.
can't
Yeah,
remember.
that's the
Yeah.
hammerhead.
The hammerhead. Oh, okay.
That's what I
Okay.
was talking about. Yeah.
Okay.
Landfall in a few hours. What's
Invasive.
Hurricane.
Very invasive. It
oh
also has a neurotoxin, so you don't want
oh
to
I'm
mess.
sorry. Yeah.
Ooh, nasty, man.
Let me see. Yeah, and some of these worms also have the slime on them that you don't want to touch.
Mm-hmm.
It starts eating your skin away.
Mm.
Ew.
Yeah. So,
So
let me see
they're
here.
kind of like a politician. Then they're slimy.
Yeah, exactly.
Politician worms. Ugh.
Politician.
Oh, no, Bob. We got to clarify that. Professional politician worms.
Mhm.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
The ones that just get in for 1 or 2 terms and get out.
I wish they
Okay.
would all do that.
Let's try gardening. Yes, you should get some chickens.
Yes.
Chickens and gardens, and they actually balance out. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Katie,
And then-
you would not want to mess with
Oh.
those debate.
All
And
right,
then
here it is. Here
Let
it is.
those
Let me share.
chickens in your garden during the winter and take care of those worms.
Yeah.
There we go.
Don't touch those. Why you want to use it as a good bait?
Yeah, that's a good question, Kaylin. Would those make good bait for fishing? I wonder. I don't.
Well, they do sell
Before-
them for fishing bait, but that's
Oh,
how they're
That's how they
traveling
get. That's
around
how they get proliferating, because they grow so fast for fishing, and they stay alive longer underwater.
Yeah.
And so yeah, they go, oh yeah, they wiggle longer. They're great. It's like
Yeah, and then people, they take their worms out and they just toss them
Throw 'em.
aside because they don't use them all.
Yeah,
Oh.
just leave them behind. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Why? What are you showing? Hurricane.
Hurricane.
Hurricane. This is Hurricane Nicole, about ready to make landfall on the eastern shore of Florida. It is traveling at 13 miles an hour, west northwest, with wind speeds currently at 75 miles an hour.
So no more shopping for some time, or is it too big?
I'm not sure. It's heading northwest, so it's yeah. I'm surprised it's not showing the pattern on it here. Where's the problem? Where is it? See if I can find patterns on it.
Yeah.
See what this one here does.
See if we get hit with any of it. Usually,
Hurricane Nicole. All right, there's your possible projections.
Oh,
Has it hit Cuba already?
No, it skirted.
It skirted Cuba. Okay.
It went above the Bahamas,
Hmm.
or went over the Bahamas,
I see.
because it's heading north. It's heading west northwest, so it probably just bounced along the edge of the Bahamas.
Caitlin says that a Category 1 hurricane probably just going to dump a whole bunch of rain.
Yeah.
yeah, which
And
can
some
flood.
fishes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get it too, Laura.
Mm.
so where are you people in this map? Are you there and in this
No.
borderline?
Tennessee's up here, and that's where Laura and Barry are at.
Oh, okay.
I'm in middle Tennessee, so
Uh-huh.
She's in the
I'm
middle,
in the
so
middle. I'm in the middle of Kentucky, Gil.
middle of Kentucky.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry,
Mhm.
Kentucky. So you should miss you as well.
Right about where you got your arrow at, just about left
Oh.
of KY right there.
Yeah, it's because here's the wind pathway on it. So it's supposed to turn head on up through the Carolinas and into Virginia.
But
So it's-
anytime, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So it should hit Palmetto Prepared, and I forget who the other. Ryan the Gamer.
mm.
Yeah, I'm on the other coast. I'm on the Pacific coast.
Oh, the other side. Yes.
That's where I'm at. Yeah.
Yeah. See.
So I wonder if it's going to hit. It's going into Virginia, so as
Let's see. Probable wind speeds.
Middle of country.
That one
Missouri,
up.
Minnesota.
So these are probable wind speeds, for it. So it's going to be slowing down once it starts to get once
Yeah.
it makes landfall there. But through Florida, it's going to be up.
So
it's still
purple
gonna be-
is being the danger, or the
Yeah,
danger.
Florida's what's going to be getting hit. Let me pop down here and see if I can show if it shows the warning cone. See what warning cone shows here on it. So yeah, that's the
Mm.
projected pathway.
so
So
is it
it
going to hit
nailed, it
Carol?
nailed part of the Bahamas.
Well, Carol's
Who's- Okay.
probably miss Carol again, but
Yeah.
might hit How to Garden again. Is it going to
Yeah.
hit you?
A
How to
fish in Lowe's live. She lives in Florida.
Actually, I think it may get Carol this time. She's
Oh,
on the
really?
she's on the East Coast,
Okay.
so it may get
Florida
get
is
both
so
of them.
small. It's so
But she's-
tiny.
Huh?
The state of Florida is not so big.
Oh, it's pretty big.
No. It's
Yeah.
kind of just a peninsula of sand and coral. It's
Okay.
very flat. Very flat.
Yeah,
The
it's
highest elevation is 384 feet.
yeah.
Oh.
That's one thing we're lucky about our home over in the Philippines is we're outside of the typhoon belt, but we do get the rain. We had when we were there last April, up in the north on the island of Samar got hit with a typhoon, but we just got the rain. Rain
All right.
really heavy.
This is the potential rainfall.
Mhm.
So Florida's going to get one to 2 inches. Down by Tampa Bay, they could get could get 4 to 6 inches, and North Carolina over towards Knoxville, Tennessee.
That's going to graze me.
Yeah.
So, where will be those condos they show us in the movies near Florida? Like you can see the beach, overlook the beach from your balcony. Do you call it balcony? I mean,
Oh, well, they're on both sides of the Florida peninsula, mostly on the one that looks out to the Atlantic. So this is well, I'm pointing at it like you can see where I'm pointing. Show them where the Gulf is.
The Gulf.
Gulf
Right
of
there.
Mexico. Gulf
The
of
Gulf
And
is
then
here.
the Atlantic is on the other side, and I think most of those condos are on the Atlantic.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Miami's here,
Mhm.
Tampa Bay. So yeah, there's a lot on the Atlantic side.
Mhm.
We really we have like 4 coastlines in the U.S.: the Gulf of Mexico, the Atlantic, the Pacific, and then Alaska up in the North Pacific.
Mhm.
Has the also has Arctic.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
So
we'll
which-
probably get dumped with a bunch of rain.
Uh-huh. Which state is good for sun? I mean, you get a lot of sun
Florida.
during the year. Only
Yeah.
Florida. Okay.
Florida is very tropical.
Florida,
Mhm.
California.
Arizona, Nevada, California.
You don't want to
Yeah.
go California though.
No.
But,
Nashville is
the-
great for sun during the summer. It gets nice
Yeah.
and hot.
the states
Well,
of
hey, believe it
Nevada
or
and
not,
Arizona
we get
and
hot up here
Mexico
too
are-
in Idaho,
Yeah.
Are-
in eastern Idaho.
the states of Nevada, Arizona, California
Georgia,
are
North Carolina.
desert, are
Yeah.
high
Mr.
desert.
Gray?
It's very
Yeah.
arid there. There's not
Mr.
much
Gray?
water.
Yeah. Same thing with southern Utah. There's a
Uh-huh.
saying in Utah: if I own southern Utah and hell, I'd live in hell and rent out southern Utah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Is it that hot?
Texas is nice
Oh,
and
it's-
hot.
Hot up in there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, how hot does it get in India where you are?
It's probably the same.
50 degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me
40,
look that
44,
up.
46 is there. I mean, you basically don't know if you're taking shower, whether it is your sweat or the water,
Mhm.
Yeah.
because both are same. They feel same, they taste same. Everybody will be sweating. Even my chickens will go like this.
Yeah. That's,
Yeah,
Mhm.
50 degrees Celsius is 122 degrees Fahrenheit,
that's how it
which
is
is,
in
which is
Georgia.
what it was up by on the north rim of the Grand Canyon where I lived up there for 2 years.
And it's much like the Philippines in India.
Hmm.
It gets very hot.
Everything will be steaming hot. You
Mhm.
can actually make omelets anywhere
Mhm.
on a rock or something
Yeah.
on a flat
Yeah.
surface. Yeah, you can do that.
It's- when I was in the Air Force and stationed in Nevada, it was
50
hot.
bedridden.
yeah. You could fry an egg on the wing of a fighter plane or on the concrete. You know,
Uh-huh.
120 degrees every day for weeks, and it's like, whoa, what's that? Wow.
Mhm.
But you just get used to it, you know.
All right.
Do you think these guns have the tan? Yeah. This is from summer tan. It doesn't go.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's so
Well, I have a tan too, but you can't tell. I mean,
that's a joke.
no, it's not a joke. I
You're
actually
all
have a tan.
You come standard equipped with brown skin. Come on now.
Yeah.
Hey, I have what's called a celestial tan.
None
Mhm.
of
It's
you have
white.
tan. And
It's
Mr.
white.
Barry is more whiter than you all compared.
Put it this way: if I take
Well,
my
I have-
shirt off, the Hague tries to try me for crimes against nature for blinding people.
Yeah.
They,
Maybe we should
do they?
test it for
I got to
the-
ask you this, Star. The Filipino ladies, when they go out in the sun, many times they carry an umbrella, or they'll wrap their face up like this because they don't want to get a suntan. Are the Indian ladies the same way?
Oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
if you go without covering this big,
So
ass
true,
forehead,
Hatter Garden.
you'll get tanned. So it doesn't go away, no matter what you do. No.
Yeah, the
people
Filipino
actually-
girls.
Yeah.
And I hear the Filipino ladies, oh, I don't want to get brown. It's like, honey, you're already brown.
We
Yeah,
we
or
are
than the next girl actually.
here in
Yeah.
Tennessee,
Yeah.
where I live. We're over 100 degrees for about a month and a half during the summer, during the
Bob?
late summer.
They're probably like my older brother was half Puerto Rican, but in the summer, and he didn't look at it until the summertime. And he get out in the summertime. I mean, he would get so dark you'd think he was almost African American.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like me. My grandfather was Native American. He was American Indian, and I tan like that instantly.
Isn't African American means somebody who came from Africa and settled in America, right?
Yeah,
But if
black.
you are born
They were
in
brown,
America,
yeah.
Black.
then
Mhm.
they should be just black Americans, not African Americans, right?
Most of them like to be called just black.
Black.
But-
Yeah. Mhm.
America
I
likes
want to
to.
be called as Superman. Does it work?
Most of America likes to be woke, and they like to make special like okay. So if I wanted to be like how they're being, my parents were born in Holland, but
Holland.
I was born in Canada. So am I Canadian American, or am I
Yeah.
Dutch Canadian American?
Yeah.
In other words,
You know-
Americans, America has a built-in dymo, the label maker. We had to put a label on every damn thing, and
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah, which is
Hey,
weird to
I'm
me.
Heinz 57, all right?
Mhm.
And I've traced my genealogy to every royal house that ever existed in Europe.
Oh, geez.
On
And
different
I'm-
companies. So
Adam.
I'm Heinz 57.
So actually, I need to say I'm Fries, Dutch, Canadian American, because my parents are from Friesland, which is part of Holland, which is
Well, I'm from Garden of Eden. How would you say that in
You're-
in US?
say that again.
I'm from Garden of Eden.
Garden of Eden. Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm Eden, Indian American.
I really don't do that. I do say Native American or Indian, because all the Indians I grew up with, they're not East Indians, they're American Indians. When I grew up with lots of them, and they just called each other Indians.
Spicy.
You know,
Indians.
Yeah, but I will say
And now,
Native
now
American.
that's considered to say Indian is considered like
Offensive
a bad
because
word, offensive.
some wingnut decided we can't call them that. It's offensive to call them that.
But
Why?
when I grew up, that's what they called each other.
Exactly. And the same thing with there was a group of the Irish and said, "Oh, you can't call me that." They're like, "Heck, you can't. That's what I am." And they were like, to these people, that are trying to read.
I'll be right back.
Yeah,
Okay,
I mean,
okay.
my best friend is black. He's a black, and I when I talk to him, I just say, you black folks.
Hmm.
He
Yeah.
doesn't get offended about it because they call each other black, and
But they
My-
are, right? We
my-
are
my-
blind.
My step nephew, my sister-in-law. I'm not even sure she ever actually got married to the guy, but she got pregnant at a party.
yeah, right, Caleb.
And the son his name is Jamal, and then my brother adopted him when he married her, his mother. Jamal refuses to be called African American. He goes, "No, I'm an Oreo. You better call me an Oreo." And a lot of the black people get offended by it. He goes, "Hey, my dad was this, my mom was that. I'm an Oreo. I'm black on the outside, white on the inside."
I really don't
Oh,
like to put labels on people. I don't like
Yeah.
to do that. I
I
don't
know.
like that.
People.
But that's what he put that on
Yeah.
himself. He put that on himself. He goes, "No, you're not calling me African American. I'm American. Period. You want
Yeah.
to call me anything? Call me that." And it's like, most people just stop and just call them American then, because they don't want to touch that.
Anybody who is born in America should be called as an American. That's it.
Exactly.
American.
That's why there's a lot of whites in America who will say, "I'm part German and da 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 da." I don't do that. I'm like, my family came to this continent about 300 or 400 years ago. So it's like, I'm an American.
Yeah,
you
you
know,
didn't travel. That's your
No, I
forefathers.
didn't. No. It was centuries ago that they've.
Hmm.
Well, they were the most I know about it is it was two brothers that were thrown out of England, and that was in the old days when the English, if you were the wrong religion, you're going. Get on the boat or go in a prison cell for the rest of your life. That's how the British treated their own people a long time ago. So these two brothers got on a boat and came here. It's like,
Yeah, on my mom's side, there's some of that too. The Hills and the Crumrines came over in the early 1600s.
Blame that guy Columbus. Isn't he who discovered America? Columbus.
yeah,
For about the fifth person to discover it.
Oh,
The Vikings discovered it earlier than that.
mhm.
but he's not who told you Indians, right? The term Indian came from him.
Right, because they were
Yes.
trying to find India.
For the spice
They're
trade.
trying to find
Yeah.
us. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The Spaniards were trying to find India. They landed in this tropical paradise full of brown people and went, oh,
Hmm.
we must be in India. That's how it started.
So Carol
But-
says she doesn't think that she's going to get hit too bad,
Okay.
as long as it doesn't move again. She should just get the outer rim. So
Okay.
Is her house is made up of wood as well?
sorry.
Is her house made up of wood as well?
No, her house is made out of concrete, I believe.
Then she's good, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Different building codes,
Yeah.
different parts of the United States, like where she lives in Guam and places like that get typhoons and hurricanes. They have different building code.
Mhm.
They have to be made out of concrete or at least brick.
Yeah.
I like let's try gardening's comment there.
Yeah, I agree too.
Yep. I like that too.
As long as nobody pushing each other's religion on the others, it's just
Yeah,
fine.
it doesn't matter what color you are. It doesn't.
I don't care.
Yeah.
What color's your blood? Red. What color's
Red.
your blood? Red.
Well, yeah.
What color's your blood? Red.
Mine is maroon.
Whoa! We got someone like Howie, someone from outer space.
It's all that damn spicy Indian food is what turned your brain.
Yeah.
I have seen my classmate. He's so black, and his blood is so thick, like really thick.
Mm.
Mine was like kind of different shade of red, but his was thick.
Yeah.
You had to take it to the sun to see his blood.
Mine is green, where I've been, abducted by aliens so much.
I have two.
Oh, you're from Vulcan, huh?
I have two black brothers and one
Yeah.
black sister, and they're very dark, and they bleed just like me.
Did you cut them?
Yeah.
I don't cut them just to see how they
I'm
bleed.
just joking.
Let's hope not. Yeah, let's do some kind of a sadist or something. You want to torture somebody.
I just want to see your blood.
Mhm.
Take something and just do that.
Now, years and years ago, I used to joke and tell people, well, actually, I'm from Cobol.
Where is that?
There was a TV show called Battlestar Galactica.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Lords of Cobol. I'm one of the Lords of Cobol. I brought the 13th tribe out here to Earth. And I've been around here since then.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
This is made in
people
India.
believed it.
Mhm.
Did people believe you?
No,
Then fine. If they do, then we
then I need to worry if they're believing in that. It's like, okay.
we have to be worried.
It's like, I got some land I want to sell you down there in Florida.
Be right back, guys.
Oh, get weird.
All right.
But bye, Mr.
Trying
Barry.
to
Oh,
find a
okay.
picture
We got 5 minutes or 4 minutes before Courtney goes live.
Oh,
There-
Does she go live
There's
at
the
10? She
Yeah,
goes live at 10?
11.
yeah.
Okay, I thought it was
There's-
11.
There's the link. Well, it's 10 your time, 11 her time.
Oh, that's right.
So there's the link for going over for Courtney's for the weight loss, the Lake Talk and weight loss challenge. And yep, there's a bunch already in there. Yossi's
right.
there. Moon's there.
Right
Pierre's
on.
Okay.
over there.
I
So-
hope Yossi will come on the panel tonight. I like the guy. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yossi is our friend from Israel.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Barry is from Israel. Oh,
Yeah.
No, not Mr.
Yossi,
Barry, but Yossi. You'll see him
Yossi.
tonight. I hope he comes up on the panel.
Mr. Barry's from Kentucky.
Yeah. Yossi is his channel's Yossi in a Simple Kitchen.
Yeah.
Yossi grew up in Uruguay or Paraguay in South
Yeah,
America.
Paraguay, I think.
Yeah, and then his parents, I guess that things were not. It was getting dangerous for Jewish people in Uruguay, so his parents took him as a small kid to Israel, and
Oh, he's a
Now
Jew
it's
then.
dangerous there.
he's a good guy. I like him.
Yeah, he is.
I like
He's a
him.
good guy. I think he won our weight loss challenge.
Hmm.
He's the highest loser. That sound funny, huh? Okay, so I'm going to end the chat so we can all scoot on
Back
over.
All right, we'll see you over at
Courtney's
Corky's.
thing in the chat.
Mhm.
So, so we'll go over there, head on over to Courtney's, and we'll continue this on over there. And,
Ciao.
ciao. Whoops. So let me take that down so it's not.
Bye.
We'll see you guys.
Bye, guys. Peace out. See you there.
Bye.